I have been noting events 40 years. On the 27th May, 1177, 8 p.m., fire broke out at the corner of Tomiya and Higuchi streets. In a night, palace, ministries, university, parliament were destroyed. As the wind veered, flames spread out in the shape of an open fan. Tongues torn by gusts stretched and leapt. In the sky, clouds of cinders lit red with the blaze. Some choked, some burned, some barely escaped. 16 great officials lost houses, and very many poor. A third of the city burned. Several thousands died, and of beasts limitless numbers. Men are fools to invest in real estate. 3 years, less 3 days later, a wind starting near the outer boulevard broke a path a quarter-mile across to 6th Avenue. Not a house stood. Some were felled whole, some in splinters. Some had left great beams upright in the ground, and round about lay roofs scattered where the wind flung them. Flocks of furniture in the air, everything flat, fluttered like dead leaves. A dust like fog or smoke, you could hear nothing for the roar, buffere infernal. Lamed some, wounded some. This cyclone turned southwest, massacre without cause. Portent? The same year, thunderbolted change of capital, fixed here, Kyoto, for ages. Nothing compelled the change, nor was it an easy matter, but the grumbling was disproportionate. We moved, those with jobs or wanting jobs or hangers-on of the rest, in haste, fretting to be the first. Roof trees overhanging empty rooms, dismounted, floating down the river. The soil returned to heath. I visited the new site. Narrow and too uneven, cliffs and marshes, deafening shores, perpetual strong winds. The palace, a log cabin dumped amongst the hills, yet not altogether inelegant. There was no flat place for houses, many vacant lots, the former capital wrecked, the new a camp. And thoughts like clouds changing, frayed by a breath, peasants bewailing lost land, newcomers aghast at prices, no one in uniform. The crowds resembled demobilized conscripts. There were murmurs. Time defined them. In the winter, the decree was rescinded. We returned to Kyoto, but the houses were gone, and none could afford to rebuild them. I have heard of a time when kings beneath bark roofs watched chimneys, When smoke was scarce, taxes were remitted. To appreciate present conditions, collate them with those of antiquity,